What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 15 of the Next Wave podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Blake Zanny Janney, joined by my co-host, Dak D. Woody Woodall. As you can see, just go ahead and elephant in the room. I'm not at my setup. I'm actually in Denver for training for my new job. So I apologize for the lack of quality using the phone here today, but we're going to be coming at you with some Call of Duty and some Rocket League, as well as some other news in the esports world out there. So stay tuned in. We're going to cover those topics, and we'll see you in the episode. Y'all, welcome to episode 15 of the Next Wave podcast. We're almost to 20, dude.
Yeah, we're getting there. We are climbing the ranks. It's crazy that you made it to this one, because I was fully ready to just solo Theo Vaughn style this podcast and just talk to myself.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said in the intro, on a little bit of a work vacation here, training at my new employer here. So they sent me out, got a nice, was in row 9 on my flight. I don't remember the last time I was that far up.
Yeah.
On an airplane. I was
Sniffing
2
first
rows
class,
behind.
Dude.
Yeah, I was 2 rows behind it.
Damn.
So I was pretty close. I could have fucking reached my hand through and grabbed some fucking shit if I wanted to.
Give me that drink.
But yeah, and then hotel I'm in is really nice. Chilling. The room's pretty. This bed is gigantic, bro.
Yeah,
That's 4 pillows.
Nice.
I think I'm my audio. That's 4 pillows back there. But yeah. So had a good trip in. Looking forward to the rest of the week. How have you been, bro?
Good. Pretty much same old. Played some Helldivers this week. Finally got on that train.
That game fucks.
Yeah, that game is fun as hell, for sure. It's not as replayable, I think, as Lethal Company will be for me in the long run, just because Lethal Company is like kind of goofy and just new shit happens every time. I feel like this game eventually I will get bored of, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it right now. It's fun.
No pun intended. Yeah, that shit is fire.
Yeah.
I think you have like double, if not triple my hours at this point.
Yeah,
Granted, they're little hours. Let's not get out of hand here. It's not like I have 20 and you have 60.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I'm enjoying myself. It's something that we die and we go back to the lobby and we're not like fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hop in, have fun. Well, I was fucking yelling like I was in war.
I know,
it's so
dude.
immersive.
It is immersive.
So
bro.
immersive. But yeah, I'm glad that we talked about it as a topic real quick, because it definitely would have been both of our picks if we didn't already allocate it to a segment of the show.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, Helldivers 2 is fun as hell. You just drop in and shoot shit.
Yeah. I love having a game like this in my rotation. I always have something competitive I'm playing, like Rocket League or COD or Valorant, whatever we're into at the time. But sometimes I just get tired of that shit, bro, and just want to relax and like have fun on a game and not worry about winning or losing. And this is that game for me. Some people are probably grinding it and like are on the hardest difficulty and like trying to do crazy shit on Helldivers. But to me, bro, like even playing medium missions when I was like already past that difficulty with Asa and them, like who just got the game, I was having a blast, bro. Like it was still fun regardless. Like you just get down there and crazy shit happens. Like you really do feel like you're on the battlefield.
Yeah, and the battle pass is giving it some early replayability. You know, like you have something to work towards. Like other than the game just being fun as shit, and you just drop in and do whatever you want. Like you actually get to work towards a battle pass that's free and has some cool shit. You know,
and they do have a premium pass on the side too, if you want to.
Right, for just
go get
$10, a little 10 boner. Whoa. But yeah. So speaking of shooting shit, any other Helldivers love you want to show before we jump into some motherfuckers shooting shit.
Yeah, honestly, it's not love though. It's not love. All right. And the reason I said that this game is not as replayable to me as Lethal Company will be is because like there's like 4 armor traits that you can have, and 2 of them are usable. Like 2 of them are going to be meta. One gives you like more stim packs and the other one gives you a 50% chance of surviving if you die. If you take like lethal damage, you can just insta survive. And so like
Cool.
those are the 2 best. The other 2 are kind of not usable. So like I need more armor perks cuz like I already have the 2 best armors and I'm not even halfway through the battle pass. So
Right.
it's like it's all just cosmetic at this
That is
point,
true.
and you have to like grind your ass off doing these missions over and over just to get to the end of the battle pass. So it's like I don't know how much motivation I'm going to have in the next 2 weeks if I keep playing this game. I just feel like they need a little bit more stuff to work for end game wise. Because I feel like I've
I
already
agree.
beat the game. Like I have like the weapons that I need. I have all my stratagems that I need, and I have the best armor traits. And I'm like 20 hours into the game.
Yeah. No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. They need something extra. It's just and I think that it's a great soft launch.
Mm-hmm.
It might be considered like a full hard launch for them, but like it feels like a soft launch.
Yeah,
like it kind
I
of
think
feels
so
like a
too.
beta. It feels like a beta, like the game's beta. Like, do they really think that the missions are so unrepeatable that people will play them so often to get to 100%?
Yeah, see, I'm already feeling the monotony of like, here we go, another defend mission.
Yeah. Like the goal of getting 100% liberated on these sectors that end up being the whole planet, like just isn't enough incentive to keep playing. Like there's got to be a quicker,
they're definitely gonna have
quicker dopamine. There's got to be quicker dopamine, other than killing the people, the automatons and the bugs.
Yeah, because I feel like there's nothing to work for once you've kind of gotten through half the battle pass, like page 4 on the battle pass. Then you're just kind of working for new stuff to make the game a little bit newer and exciting to you, but it's not better stuff, you know?
Yeah, I got the marksman rifle and the auto pistol, and it felt like I was like good. Like I felt like fine, especially when you have those difficulties that you can go down to. But yeah, I still want to play it when I get home.
Yeah,
like I'm really not thinking about COD that much. I'm thinking about Helldivers.
Right. Yeah, and I mean it's still new, it's still fun, but I just am looking down the road and I can see an end point. So they need to add more stuff to the game if it is going to be something that's here for a while, or it's just going to be another game that came and went, you know?
Yeah. And this is 2?
Yeah. So the first one, I saw clips of the first one. It's like a sky view, like completely different play out of a game.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. So this one's a little bit different for them, and obviously it's a success.
Yeah, I like it so far. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into some Call of Duty here. Go ahead and hit that. I was going to say it again. All right. So jumping into our first match here on Friday, we had the New York Subliners going up against the Boston Breach. First off, I really wanted to see a Breach win here. I'm just, for ASIM. I'm just a big ASIM fan.
Yeah.
But New York ended up 3-0ing the Boston Breach here, which was really unfortunate because the first rotation of hardpoints, Boston was frying and looked like like they were going to win the series. And then after the first set of rotations, Fib goes on like a 10 spree or something like that. And from there, Boston was dead. Literally from that streak, Boston was dead for the rest of the series.
Yeah, and whenever this game started, I was working, so I just had it muted and was like kind of watching, but not intently watching with the comms and everything. And I texted you, I was like, bro, Boston is out to a hot start. They're looking scary or something like that. And then like 2 minutes later, I wasn't really watching, and you texted me New York full 60, and I looked up and I go, oh fuck. And the game was so close. Sib was on like a 10 streak. I was like, oh no, dude, they're getting shit on. And they continue to dominate.
It was the turning point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, looking at the box score here, those 177 points, literally 130 or something of them came off of the first rotation.
Yeah, I think it was 130 to like 20 or something, which I gotta say,
drastic.
We have seen that all weekend long on Skid Row. Whoever gets good side goes up 100 to 12 real quick.
You can't take that lead with you got to take it with a grain of salt. Depending on if the the good side doesn't get broken at all, right? Obviously, you can have bad side and not be at that deficit. You just have to break P2, which is really fucking hard at the highest level. So, other than that first rotation, it was literally a bloodbath. Skies in the interview said it himself. Looking at the box scores, he didn't have to do shit that map. We took his under, and it was feet were kicked up the whole entire time.
So were his, bro. So were his. Dude's feet were up the entire match. He had a bag of chips next to him. Like, he was chilling, bro. Let me know when you need me to look at that cut, Hydra. Thank you.
Yeah.
He was loving life.
Yeah, we saw Hydra with a 1.65. He was flying around the map. It was good to see him have a shining moment in a series. We haven't really seen it. We've seen him play like above average in some series, but like that's not what his bar is. Like his bar is a 1.1 plus.
Yeah.
No matter what against good teams. So it was nice to see him drop a little 1.65.
Yeah, that was good for the game of COD in general. When Hydra's going off, it's a fun day to watch.
It's a good POV, that's for sure. Then the 3-0 control, I mean, that was just dominance. They couldn't do anything on that map. It was just easy.
Yeah, for sure. But I think this is New York telling us we're back. And they definitely solidified that statement later this week against FaZe, which we'll get to. But yeah, this was definitely a message from New York, this series.
Yeah, I definitely think they need to continue to prove that. We saw the prior weekend that they struggled against the Carolina Royal Ravens. So, I mean, you can definitely, I would say 3-0ing this team is more impressive than 3-2 against, you know what I'm saying? Like, Boston Breach is better than the Ravens, right? So the 3-0 looks great, but that also speaks to what that 3-2, it makes that 3-2 look a lot worse, right? If we're the committee of the college football playoff, that 3-2 loss is hurting you bad, you know? So I'm eager to see if they can continue this good performance against these bottom teams, because ultimately on LAN, where you really need to show up, you obviously are not likely to match up against those teams unless you drop to the lower bracket, but they need to be able to win that. And their S&D looks great, which we'll touch more on later. But yeah, anything else to touch on for this series?
Yeah, no, their S&D has been looking really good. And I think, I said it after the major, I don't give a shit about their results at the first major. They had a cheese series with all the resets and shit. I think they're going to be right back to where we think they should be, top 4. And this weekend they showed that, and I think they're just going to keep this up and have a really good major too.
Yeah, I think I still need one more win against a bottom team or a non-top 5 team.
Yeah, I feel that because they do play down to their competition a little bit. They do play down sometimes.
At times,
yeah.
Like I definitely think they're them. I think they're going to do well, but to get to your confidence level in them, I'm going to need to see one more win against a shitty team. Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, good series.
Jumping on to the next one of Friday, we had 3 finally on a Friday again. Jumping into the Rocker versus Optic Texas, our very own. This was an absolute banger of a series. A lot of people are saying one of the best series of the year. Optic go down quickly 0-2 and end up pulling off the reverse comeback in what started on the map 3, which was crazy. But just, I mean, you can look at this box score, not even looking at the map scores, just looking at the overall player performances here. You can see, obviously, how in the fuck does Optic Texas win this? Like, everyone's at, like, Dashy tweeted out, I'm pretty sure Kenny tweeted it out. Like, we had zero business winning that. I have no clue how. We just won that. Variations of that phrase were tweeted out by the Optic Texas camp. So you can see it in these numbers.
And JP, the coach, came on the flank and said the same thing. He was like, we all can agree we had no business winning this series, but we did. And, we'll take it. And we got stuff to work on, though.
Yeah, I mean, even though Minnesota had some questionable plays, and you could say quote unquote through at times. A sign of a good team is being able to take leverage where you can and be able to take advantage of those mistakes. Like you're not a top 4 team without having that trait, right? Like the shitty teams still lose when that happens, right? Find a way to lose. It's a great sign that Optic, we know, has the ability to take advantage of mistakes that a top team, quote unquote, can make. So definitely, other than the W, a huge positive, building off of some poor performances. But let's just go ahead and jump to the map 3, right? I think we have to. I think we have to just go ahead and jump to the Karachi control. We find ourselves tied 2-2 at the end of the 4th round. So we go into a 5th round. Optic has offense, and they end up fighting for B for most of the round. They get the cap at A. They're fighting for B. They go down to a 4v14 deficit, right? That's where it starts.
Yeah.
Where you're like, yeah, this is unwinnable. Kenny dies top red, and his teammates are all around red, bottom post, to finish the round. 3v14 is what we get to. Now, what the fuck was Big Wake doing?
Okay, before we even get to Big Wake, what the fuck was Vivid doing? Vivid just runs headfirst into the point and gets insta-killed, and that gave Optic the chance to cross and get into Hill and stack. And then Big Wake said, now that all 3 of them are in there, let me streak, and none of us will be able to get to Hill.
Not only did Optic play the streak correctly, and not only is it already hard enough to get a kill with a cruise missile on people in that hard point, if they're dumb enough to stay by the windows, then yeah, you lucked out and your streak's going to kill them. But if they are competent enough, which it's pros, yes, they either get behind the desk or on that back wall, towards that back wall of the diner, or even more so, as Pred called out, everyone get in the back room.
Yeah.
You would have to curve it so hard to be able to kill anyone on the back half of that building.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane. And not only, he fucking just missed. Even if they were sitting in the windows, he fucking hit it on the fucking wall.
Oh, dude, it was a choke.
Where the alley is.
It was a moment too big for Big Wake. The moment was too big for Big Wake.
And click on the map 3 real quick.
Okay. Whoops.
He went 34-17.
Yeah.
And then guess what? He's not a winner, as Ike said. Not a winner. And just pulls a terrible play out.
Yeah, man. That was...
So, yeah. Optic end up clutching a 3v14 to push it to stay alive in the series.
Yeah.
They should have gotten 3-0'd, as we see.
But after they won that, in my head, I was like, this is a choke slam next map. Optic's about to shit on them and go into map 5 for the reverse sweep. But that did not happen. And they almost lost again.
Another grueler. This map was fucking crazy. Not only because it went down to the wire and they were able to make P5 scrappy, and then Shotzi, because the time happened to be white for a split second, no one was on the hard point on P5. He got a random spawn out by a server and was picking off people on the P1 rotation to let them win the game.
That's insane.
I also had Kenny's over at 23.
Oh, yeah.
And he got it on the final kill of the game. So I was fucking going crazy in my chair. Like, his over hit and they won. Like, what an absolute W. But this map was also insane.
Yeah, for sure. But Shotzi, you live and die by his play style. Sometimes he doesn't make the greatest plays, and sometimes he makes the greatest plays. And him staying alive up top on that P1 at the very end was huge for Optic.
Yeah.
Because I thought big. Minnesota called game like 3 times in that series. Or like at the end of that map, I mean.
I thought they called game on that last hard point alone like once or twice, because Pred was like looking for the guy and didn't see him cross, and he got shot in the back. And I was like, no. And then all of a sudden Dashy's there for the trade, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
Yeah. No, yeah, it was insane. And then like Lamar got a 2-piece when they were 5 points away from winning. And I thought that was it. And then Shotzi's up top, making the big play, kills Lamar or whoever, and they end up winning the map. So another crazy one that Minnesota crumpled up and threw in the trash. And after that game, I was like, there's no way we lose this map 5 now.
Yeah, no way. Yeah. And Shotzi also said the same thing.
Yeah,
and
no.
started off 5-0, 6-0,
Yeah, something
something
like
like that.
that. Yeah, he was going crazy at first. So
And then they
Linz
had
though,
Lens was
he was
frying.
going
He got
crazy in
costed.
S&D,
He
bro.
got costed. I
Yeah.
took his under.
He had 10 kills map too.
Yeah, he's a S&D demon, bro.
Yeah, he's nice with it.
I mean, when you got accuracy and big wake just holding down a lane and not moving,
Yeah.
you can maneuver around the map if you need to. But um, in this map 5, there was a very crucial round where they got the bomb. Rocker got the bomb down at B. They were back steps at the clock tower. One was in the underground cutout, I think, and then one was in church or something like that. Or one was top. Sorry, one was top third. One was back clock, and then the other was top church, or in the bottom fire car
Yeah.
under clock, not back clock, whatever. It was a 2v3 Dashi and Shotzi. Shotzi was able to jump over Coop and then killed Vivid in the back because Wake was top third, not really looking at anything. I think he was looking mid map, and Shotzi came from Coop and then jumped over that little ledge to get that clock, kills Vivid on the fire car. Then he smokes bomb, gets to like 5 seconds, and then Big Wake starts shooting at him. And so he hops off bomb, just Big Wake chows, and Shotzi shits on him, and then Dashi cleans up the guy top church. Huge retake swing round. Not even swing round, just foot on the throat round.
Yeah, no, that was the nail in the coffin.
Right. And it was only to go up like 3-0, but at that point you were like, yeah, they're playing like this, they're winning.
There was just too many things that happened to Rocker this series in those last 3 games that would absolutely check any team. And so, like, like, there was just no winning after those 2, map 3 and map 4. There was just no, I mean, it was going to take insane composure.
Yeah, no, they were chalked.
So never a doubt. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt. But yeah, shout out to the Opta Texas for pulling through. The next match of the day, we have the Miami Heretics going up against the Las Vegas Legion. It's weird seeing a 2-1 next to the Las Vegas Legion. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is.
It's super weird. We taking a look at this. We had another reverse sweep, back-to-back reverse sweeps. Miami Heretics go up 2-0 and then end up getting 3 straight put on them. What I find hilarious about this is we had the same thoughts. We took Purge over on this, but what's hilarious is Parasite tweeted out, I forgot Purge is on Las Vegas. Why did I pick them?
Oh, yeah.
And this was like during the map, after the map 2.
Yeah.
And then, so looking there, I mean, Purge still drops a 0.91, but I mean, he didn't get booped on.
I thought it was a good series from Purge.
Vegas.
He did have a
Great
rough
composure.
map 3 though, but for me, bro,
Geo map 4, 32 and 16.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. He was going crazy. And
that was insane.
I didn't have sound on for this, so I didn't hear their listening if they did have one, but if Geo's double positive with 32 kills, that man was in there screaming in the comms, bro.
He was at war, bro. He was playing Helldivers.
No, Geo in matches is how I am in Helldivers, bro. He's like in there, bro. Like he's moving, weaving, dodging bullets and shit in real life.
He's immersed.
Yeah. But for me, bro, this series just Miami, bro. I was on the Vamos train for too long, bro, and now it's derailed and that shit exploded, and I'm just so over this team. I think Eric Boom, bro, he gotta go. That was not the move. That was not the move.
He's bad.
Dude.
Well, they picked up Real as their substitute. They could put him in now, but they gotta, I don't know if the visa issue got solved.
I don't think it has yet, because on the flank they said the same thing, and Ben was talking about like it's gonna be a while before they can even make that change.
Damn. Journey?
Yeah, I mean, just put Journey back in. My God, they looked more like a team with him. Yeah, he got shit on at LAN, but you know, they had good matches with him. And Eric Boom, every series is just getting shit on, dog.
What if Eric Boom is the inverse of Journey and goes crazy at LAN?
That would be crazy.
What if he's a Lanimal?
Dude, he might be. That would that is a possibility.
Yeah.
But
You never
I
know.
don't see it happen, bro. I mean, if they're on track to go 0-7 here this split. If anything like that happens, like they're basically already gonna start in losers, is my guess. I don't know who they have left on their schedule, but
That man Nero he's been so consistent, dude. He's crazy.
yeah,
You go to the map 3.
yeah, he's a fryer, bro.
Look at him.
Holy shit, dude, they were popping off.
31-14, bro.
Damn. Yeah, bro, that's insane. Attached, solid once again, bro. He's been doing his thing. Like, I like Vegas, bro. I think Vegas is.
I like him too.
If they continue on this path, they're going to be up there in that 4, 5, or 5, 6, 7 mid-tier slot. You know,
right?
And they,
which is dope.
Which
they
is
haven't
where
been there in a while.
No, they haven't. But that's kind of where I thought they would be. Obviously, it didn't go well, and Standy got dropped. I thought he would have a better year, but here we are.
Do you think that they still are like winnings are 2-1 with Standy?
I don't know. I think that was more of a internal or playstyle issue with him.
Yeah,
because I think he's a good player.
Still, but I just want to know what Attach was like, what his thought process like, and I don't mean like what were you thinking. I mean like truly, what was your thought process when you thought, okay, Nero and Purge on subs, bring in Geo, or Nero and Standy on subs, bring in Geo?
Yeah.
Like, I just think it's an easy answer, but I mean, we'll see if it pays off. They've been winning games. Maybe it's not about the kills for them when it comes to Standy's playstyle.
Yeah.
It's not about the kills, maybe.
And I definitely think Attach is attached to Purge. For some reason, he sees something in Purge where he wants to keep him around. And honestly,
I think he's trying to be like Clayster.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to be like Clayster and
build
have
young talent.
Like have a Padawan. Mm-hmm. He wants a Padawan.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, I like Purge. I think he seems like a pretty good dude, like smart teammate, good teammate. It just comes down to his stats at the end of the day. And
he does. Yeah. His cave is talent, really.
Yeah. Because if you want to beat some of these good teams, bro, you got to be able to keep up in the slaying department. And if he's only dropping 17 kills in hardpoint on average, like, we're going to need a little bit more from that.
I don't even know I think it's probably less than that.
Yeah, so he definitely needs to pick it up, but I think they're on the right track, and I like this team a lot.
I agree. Next match on our first match of Saturday, Legion with the back-to-back, going up against the Toronto Ultra. This one went as expected, other than the search, honestly. Yeah. I would have predicted 3-0. It also didn't go as expected because these maps were close.
Infinity. This man had Infinity.
Oh my gosh!
KD.
I was like, what?
That's funny. Yeah,
dang, bro. They mopped them in the search.
Yeah, they did, but it's Rio. It's a new map, and it just seems kind of headbanging, bro. Like, they all just run in mid, and if you get to your spot first, you're probably gonna get a kill.
That is how it is, and they were just probably finding the timings and shit like that. So. Dope to see for the Legion though that they're able to just stick it to them to a top team when they can. But like looking at these hard points, like they were close, dude.
Yeah.
Like the control was a little bit of a beating. It's high rise. You finesse an offense, you win 3-1. But Rio 18 points and then 3 points in the Karachi. I didn't get a chance to watch this one. Might have to watch that hard point back and see what it came down to.
Shout out Purge though, 18 and 24. God damn it. No, Purge is what they call him when he's going off.
Purge.
Oh, that's Purge. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I didn't really watch the series that much, but it was a close one, bro. Like I said, Vegas is looking like they're gonna be that 5th spot, honestly. That 5th place team, bro.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, putting up a fight still. Toronto moved to 3-0, no surprise.
That was some expert analysis right there. You all are welcome.
Yep.
This is the game that I watched.
We got the LAG going up against our boys at Optic. 3-1 for Optic, able to take it home. I didn't really get a chance to watch this, so I'll let you go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, I mean, Optic just came out a lot better, and I think they are a lot better than LAG, and they just gave it to him, bro. Dashy was going crazy this weekend. Shout out Dashy. 1.13, bro. He's getting involved. He's frying, dude. He's doing it all.
These games were kind of close though.
Yeah, I mean the search really wasn't.
No, the control and the.
I think Karachi hardpoint just came down to whoever was on defense every round or whatever the good side is.
Gotcha.
And then Skid Row was just, it was kind of close, but
75 is pretty good on Skid Row.
yeah. So
to be honest.
So, I mean, it was just a good series out of Optic, bro. And I think LAG is starting to digress a little bit, and these other teams are starting to pass them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just think, I feel like they're all good players. I still don't. I mean, they have their flaws, and I think that's not why they're losing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, if you look at the KDs, they're pretty similar. Like, other than Fame having a poor series, like
right.
Oh, that's 0.86. My bad. I thought that was 0.66. I mean, they're pretty comparable. You got two people positive on each team, and then higher negative KDs.
Yeah, and they're all dropping the same amount of damage, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty consistent across the board. Like their problem is their team decision making and minuscule adjustments that they're not making, whether it's mid round in search or it's a break, strategy on hardpoint. Like they're just not making the right decisions on the map as a team, whenever they're still competing. Like,
and they have had moments this year where they've choked away maps because of decision making at the end of a round.
Yeah.
When shit's starting to get intense, and that's the difference between a mid-pack team and a top 4 team. And
exactly.
So, it just comes down to them getting more experience and figuring this shit out, because obviously they're skilled enough to where if they do start making better decisions, they can start stealing series from teams better than them, because they can compete.
I agree.
I think they can definitely compete.
Well said. Well said. Moving on to the next match here, on Saturday.
This is where the train died for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Miami Heretics versus the Los Angeles Thieves. Los Angeles Thieves come in this with one hardpoint win and one series win on the year. One or two? One.
One, I think.
I think one, yeah. So they're struggling, made the change with Nasty and Crimp. They finally get their first hardpoint win in the map 1 and end up taking this series overall 3-2. Ghosty is him.
Yeah. Yeah, Ghosty's doing it all for them, dude. And it's just like every time I see him do well, I'm like, why'd we get rid of him? But it's fine though. We got Kenny. And I love Kenny.
He was 18 away.
But Ghosty has been frying, brother.
From 20K.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
That's
but
much
no, dude,
damage.
this was just ugly out of Miami, bro. They were choking maps. They were just not looking good. And once again, Eric Boom got boomed on.
No damage, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, 12K damage, dude. Everyone's like 6,000 above you. Like, yeah.
He's not shooting, dude. He's not shooting back.
Yeah, and, I don't know what he's thinking about his situation currently, but they were mentioning that on the flank that like all of his teams he's had success on are English speaking teams.
I heard that.
And although he can speak Spanish, maybe it does affect him in the comms and shit, and he's just not comfortable. I don't know. It's weird, bro. It's weird.
Click the map 5 for me. I want to see who tried to ice up. Oh, would you look? Metals,
dude. Yeah, he got slammed, and I took his over this map.
Ghosty and Nasty, jeez, carry. Yeah. It was literally a 2v2.
Yeah, no, Ghosty was going insane this map, bro. Him. Yeah, he was popping 2 pieces, like he was doing it all for them and kept them in a few rounds. Like it was a really good
round 11, man.
Yeah.
Didn't he get a 2-piece round 11?
Yeah, he did. And that was pretty much it after that. So
3K damage. Holy hell, bud.
Yeah. So it was a Dan Ghosty show. Once again, I still think it's hashtag free Dan Ghosty.
I still do too. I mean,
this team's new and they have time to develop, but I just don't see it, bro. I don't like it. This team just seems so random to me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. They said it on the flank. You got to be quick to make a change so you're not left with the bottom of the barrel, but like also you're running that risk of building chemistry and whatnot. I mean, I think this win is going to like be a lot more well received in their camp than it is to the public because they're trying to ride high on something. But yeah, I'm a big 100 Thieves fan, so I hope that they do better. But yeah, I mean, took the Miami Heretics, who looked terrible, to map 5, round 11. So
Yeah.
still need to see better.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I think they have a good enough culture, and they got the staff over there with JCap and them, that they can, make this team the best that we could see them be. But I think that's like 8th place, like maybe like barely making champs if they do turn up. But if
Yeah, I
not,
agree.
bro, I don't know, man. This team just seems so random to me. I feel like they're gonna be hella inconsistent the rest of the year, and it's just,
I mean,
it ain't gonna be good.
the way that LAG and Miami are trending, as and who's the other team? LAG, Miami, and Seattle are trending. They have a good
I
chance of
think,
sneaking in at the 8th.
yeah,
Like
I don't think LAG will trend as bad as Miami and Seattle are right now.
it depends how they perform on land.
Yeah, that's true. Which, I mean, they had a decent major one for what we expected out of them. Didn't they
Sure.
get top 6?
They also, that's when they look their best.
Yeah. So, man, it's
they
just
might
tough.
peak early.
But I don't know. I feel like the bottom 4 are looking like Seattle, Miami, this team, and possibly LAG. I don't know.
Either LAG or Carolina.
Nah, I don't think
But
it'll be
Carolina's
Carolina.
been looking a lot better. So
I like Carolina right now. I like their vibes. I like that
me
team.
too.
I think they're trending towards the top 3 of the mid pack with Rocker and Vegas and
agree.
Boston. That's our mid 4 right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So that was our last match on Saturday. Getting to our first match here on Sunday. A couple teams we just talked about here: the Seattle Surge going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. The Surge are able to steal the S&D because RCD's had a map that might keep him on the team. But it was a 3-1 for the Royal Ravens. Gwyn is him. I mean, what else?
He is, dude.
I mean, he's literally insane. But I mean, just an overall dominant series from the Ravens here. All 4 in the green. Even T-Fell dropping, finally looking promising in some respawns. But it is against one of the most combobulated teams in the league right now.
Yeah. No, Seattle is so fucking unserious to me, bro. They break GAs every game. I feel like they don't give a fuck, bro. RCD's is like the trolliest COD player to ever play the game. You know how he gets.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like, bro, they're just so down bad right now that they're just like, fuck this shit. Like, they kind of care, but once they start getting slammed, like, they're stair glitching and they're just probably like, fuck this shit, get me out of here. And I just, dude, it's painful to watch them, bro, right now. They're just horrible.
Fuck Brezzy for that stair glitch on Rio against my boy T-Fell. That was fucked up.
Dude, honestly, though, they were getting Hork slammed by 100 points. Like, I wouldn't even give a shit. I'd be like, yeah, bro, stair glitch me. You guys are getting shit on. Who cares? Like,
Fuck you,
yeah.
I mean,
it was a weak,
just shows you.
It was a weak move by him to stair glitch, though. Like,
yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like so annoying. I hate when people do it to me in ranked play. It's the fucking worst. I do it back immediately the next life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Carolina looked really good. Like you said earlier, love the vibes, love the way that they're trending upwards. Just gotta hope that T-Fell can continue to improve and show some dominance here. But
yeah, for sure. And Seattle, bro, I mean, it's like the change they made had to be made for whatever reason. We still don't know what happened to Illy, do we? I mean, that's so weird to me, bro. That's so weird to me. Like, this is a weird situation. He had to have been on something, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I mean, for them to just boot their best player, something had to have been going on behind the scenes.
And that is another reason why I think this team is unserious and doesn't give a fuck, because their whole season just got dismantled. Their best player had to get off the team for whatever reason. The public doesn't know why. We have no idea. I don't know. I think some weird internal shit happened. RCD's is like, fuck this, another shit year. He's in a horrible mindset, and then the rest of the team just doesn't fit, and Abuza's like, damn, this is how I gotta spend my rookie year.
Yeah, I mean, only positive for Abuza really is that his stock is still good.
Yeah.
Like, it's really good. People are gonna want him next year. So, that being said, not too much I want to add other than I love the Ravens and how they're looking.
Yeah, me too. Shout out Clay. Still doing it.
Our second match here on Sunday is the Boston Breach going up against the Minnesota Rocker. The Boston Breach showing some signs of life after getting 3-0'd from the Subliners and won 3-2 against the Minnesota Rocker. The Minnesota Rocker. After going down 2-1 to start, they win the map 4 and map 5 and take it 3-2. I loved watching this series. It was definitely a good watch, and I'm happy to see Boston come out on top.
Yeah, me too, bro. I think this is a huge win for Boston. This kind of shows them where they should be. I feel like they should be the next best team after that top 4. Now that they have Asim in there, I really like him. He's a veteran. They got Priesta and Slasher, some veterans. I think this COD tends to favor the veterans, bro. You know how we've had some CODs like MW2 where everyone can shoot straight and it's cheesy as fuck, you just snake and shit, and like anyone's good at that game? I feel like this team or this game with these MW2 maps and shit has relied more on like better decision making and like making good plays as a team and shit. And like these teams with Clayster and with Slasher, like they seem to be figuring shit out more than teams like LAG with like 4 kind of challenger players. I mean, I know Assault's a veteran, but he has the 1 win in World War II or whatever, but he's not like Clayster, who's been doing it at a high level for 10 plus years. So, I think it's starting to favor teams with veteran presence on their team, like attaching them. And this shows that Boston, can improve and can be that 5th best team in the league.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I hope to see them continue it. They were able to squeeze out a banger in map 4. So, definitely think that they are only going to improve going forward. And I think they are a team that might get better on LAN outside of Snoopy because he hasn't really proved himself necessarily on LAN because they went out in the first round of the last major. And we only saw him at Champs last year where he had a couple highlight plays. So definitely looking forward to seeing this team on LAN. But yeah, anything else to add?
Yeah, no, I like Snoopy a lot. He still has a ways to go. They said that his comms are really bad. If you notice in the listen-ins, he is very quiet and like doesn't say much, and they're trying to get him more involved in that way. And then he's said in interviews himself, yeah, he did. And Snoopy has said in interviews himself, like, I'm learning something new every day from my teammates. So he's improving as a player. He's super young and I think he's cracked as fuck. So if he gets good at like making good decisions and being a better teammate in the comms and shit to open up things for his other teammates, like they could be really good.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Also, I want to highlight Big Wake dropped a 0.6 in map 4 and they lost by 8 points. He had 15 kills. Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah, big sleep.
Big sleep. Big not awake. Going into our last match of the weekend here, we have another banger coming to us. This past weekend of COD was great. We had the Atlanta FaZe going up against the New York Subliners, went all the way to a map 5, and the Subliners are able to take it, taking both S&Ds, which, like I talked about earlier in their first match, is definitely their North Star. Like they are dominant in S&D. 6-0. That boy Kismet didn't die.
Yeah, that's crazy. Or he was 8-0. Damn.
Yeah.
The Bulldog getting active.
He had a good series. I'm pretty sure this entire one. He dropped like a 1.2, I think, or something like that. 1.17.
Yeah, 1.12.
1.12. Only one positive on his team there, compared to 3 on the likes of FaZe. So FaZe, you gotta feel bad about that loss. Obviously, the reason that you're positive is because you won the 2 of the 3 respawns and you lost the S&Ds, right? So obviously you can be positive and lose that there. So
right,
makes sense. But other than
kind of a low series for Sib on the killing department. This was a SMG heavy series for them.
Yeah, taking a look at the map set there, got 2 Karachis and a Skid Row in the first 4 maps. So, I mean, that makes a little bit of sense. Those are all the respawns are.
That's true.
Pretty, they're not playing.
Sib dropped like 36 with 16k, or not 16k in that map, but I forget what his damage was in the map. On Karachi Control, last split. So he's gone off on that map before.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying if we look at the map set, that you can make sense out of
they were
why
playing
we see
FaZe this time. I'm pretty sure they were playing like Rocker or someone when he did that.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So yeah, shooting back against accuracy and big wakes a little easier than Draza and Celium.
Yeah.
So definitely see why that's the case there. But map 5, the invasion search, just a lot of teamwork coming out of the side of New York Subliners. You see Sib going 3-8, but at least we see him with the most deaths on the team. It means that he was likely getting a lot of info for them, baiting in certain scenarios. So, even though most of the kills came from those 3, he was able to, put at least some info on the board.
Yeah, for sure. But this was a really good series out of New York. They needed this, just to kind of give them the confidence, like, damn, we can be top 4 again. And I think this whole weekend was an I'm back weekend for NYSL, and we're just going to continue to see this type of play from them.
Yep, looking forward to seeing them on LAN. I'm interested to see if FaZe just continues to be dominant against other teams, or if this kind of hurts their ego a little bit. Looking forward. We've only seen them lose to Toronto so far, so finally getting a loss to another team might do something to the mental. We'll see.
Yep. But if we're being real, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just trying to stir the pot a little bit here. But that does it for our weekend of COD. Any last words for Call of Duty?
It was a really good weekend, and I'm just counting the days till Major 2 now. I feel like I know where we're going to be, where all the teams are going to be going into that Major, and now I'm ready to go. Yep.
Hopefully some of these lower teams that made changes recently start to improve, and we get a very competitive Major, hopefully some upsets and stuff like that. But nonetheless, that'll do it. Unless you want to review some of the upcoming matches.
Is this weekend? Yeah. So upcoming matches on Friday, we got Rocker FaZe. That's a big game for Rocker, bro. Because they're 0-3 this split. They need this game. I will say, Rocker. Yeah, they've had a tough split. Rocker has had negative ice recently, and they're playing FaZe, who can ice up. This might be a door dasher.
I think it's going to be a 3-1. I think FaZe actually 3-0.
Yeah, Rocker does come out hot map 1 sometimes, so we'll see.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, I think they go back to default.
If you have anything to do, when this match is going, go do that shit.
Yeah, go do that 3-0 for Toronto. All right, next day.
This will be a banger.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a banger right there. Vegas versus Boston. Man, I can't wait for that one. And we play the Ravens.
For that one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared for that one.
Yeah, that might be a good game too.
Revenge.
Once again, if y'all got something to do at 5, go do it. I'm cool on that series. All right.
3-0.
Ooh. Yeah, the Vamos train getting bombed again, dude. They're about to be 0-5.
And then
banger.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Ultra though. Still, listen to this: 3-2 Thieves.
Damn. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
I don't either, but in case it happens, I'm predicting.
Yeah, if you do, you're a genius, and we'll come back to this moment.
Yeah.
But I think Rocker are going to be 0-4 going into this, and they're going to be like desperation mode. We need to fucking win, and they should win against the Thieves.
Yeah, they definitely should win, but
if
big wakes on that team.
Don't, dog, they are like mega mentally chalked.
Yeah, that's losers.
Another 0-2
unless
weekend.
They win 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Unless they win 3 in a row, they're in losers. So, I'm actually I can't wait to watch that one because I hope the Thieves win so bad. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that is a do or die series for Rocker.
Cool.
All right, yeah. Good recap.
All right. Well, that's Call of Duty.
Let me switch us back real quick.
I need to grab my water.
Stepping a bit with the water. Okay, yeah, bet. Now I have it to where I can seamlessly switch screens and not have to drag your little camera around.
Cool.
So yeah, I can take us into our next one because we were just gonna hit on things that happen around the world of esports. This weekend we had the Rocket League EU Regional 2. Once again, who you would expect to be in the top four was in the top four pretty much, except I believe Magnifico was a new team that we saw in the top four, and it wasn't Gentle Mates Alpine this time. But that being said, K Corp, Slam Vitality. I think Zen, it was like the first time Zen didn't score a goal in a series or something.
What?
Yeah. So K Corp slams them. BDS makes it to the finals, and then K Corp won a crazy one. I believe it was map 7. It was 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But K Corp came back from being down one game, and then they won 2 in a row to win the series. So I forget if that was a game 7 or game 6, but it was a really good series. That's the 4th grand finals in a row that BDS has lost. That's a tough one. That's a tough pill to swallow.
That's rough. Yeah. That is rough. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're always good, but they just cannot get over the hump of beating K Corp or Vitality. Yeah. So it was fun though. Nice. It was fun. We are one regional away from the major. So
let's go.
We have North American regional this weekend. This is regional 3. Top 4 go to the major. Teams are boot camping. Like, we're getting serious now. Like, it's getting intense. And
is the Rocket League the weekend before the COD major, right? You said, or after?
It was before or after. I forget, but they weren't on the same weekend. I know that. And then EU's regional is not this weekend, but the next weekend. So then after that, I believe the major's at the end of the month of March, towards the end of the month. So we'll have like a few weeks break or 2 weeks break, whatever, and then the major.
Gotcha.
And it's in Copenhagen, Denmark, I believe.
Hey, that's sick.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, bro. Reddles just needs top 12, I believe, and then they can go.
Come on, Reddles.
Yeah, come on. Just clutch up. I literally think they just need to win to get into, or like win 2 games in Swiss. I don't even know if they need to make the bracket.
Right, because the bracket's top 8, right?
Yeah, so it's doable.
Let's go. Yeah. Come on in.
Yep. And then that 4th spot is going to be intense, bro.
I hope it's OG.
Yeah, me too. OG would be cool to see. I would like to see Dignitas if they can make it with Arsenal. That would be fun. Trying to.
So we're expecting G2. We're expecting G2, Gen G.
Yep. Luminosity.
And then we're speculating. Okay.
Yeah, and then people are starting to murmur, bro. That Pirates on a Boat team is making some noise, dude.
Wouldn't they have to get like top 4 this time to qual?
Probably. I think whoever the 4th spot is going to have to make that top 4 regardless. Okay. Because Pirates on a Boat is tied with all those teams, or they're 1 point behind all those teams. So they're in the mix. And
let's go.
They have
cool.
They got some players that have always been recognized as good by other pros, but they haven't ever had good placings. And so they all kind of came together this year as a team, I guess, and now they're doing pretty well for themselves. And people see them as like a team that could be a major team going forward. So I'm excited to see them. You know, they're kind of a team that if you don't follow the scene, you probably don't really know who they are. And they're making some noise. And it's about time NA had someone new to look forward to, talent-wise.
It's always good for new talent to come up in the scene. Always good for the esport.
For sure. But that being said, we also had what people are calling the greatest esports tournament / grand finals of all time. The Rainbow Six Invitational. I guess it's champs for Rainbow Six. I didn't start playing Siege. Like, I played Siege when it originally dropped back in the day, but I played it for like a month and then never played it again. And
same.
We recently got into it a year and a half ago. I think I was still in Tulsa.
Yeah, you were.
It was around the time that I moved to Dallas. It was
almost era. 2 years ago. It was 2 or so years ago. Yeah.
So, we got into it. I probably put about 250 hours into the game. However long we played it, because everything was kind of dry at that point. And so I got into watching the esport a little bit. Dude, it's lit. It's insane, bro. And the fans are diehard, dude. They love it.
Yeah, that was the stadium where it happened was lit.
Yeah.
So Who who was up 6-1?
Yeah, so it was FaZe versus W7M, who is a Brazilian team, and that event was the first event hosted in Brazil in like 3 years.
Oh
So
shit.
people were going crazy for W7M, and FaZe was up on them in grand finals elimination match 6-1. And I watched a TikTok going round by round. It just showed the end of the round each time, and it was 6-1. The next round, W7M wins. The crowd starts clapping a little bit. Like, they're like, okay, you know,
All
they
right.
got one.
Signs of life.
The next round, people start believing. You can see the crowd kind of change a little bit. They were like, wait a
Looking at
second.
people next to him, like,
Yeah. Like, people were like, hold on. The next round, they start going fucking berserk. They were like, oh shit, it's 6-4 now. And they're like, oh, like, come on. Everyone's fully bought in, bro. Just chanting. The cool thing was they had twin brothers, one on FaZe, one on W7M. So like the two brothers were playing each other. Like, just the storylines in this match are incredible
I
in
saw
themselves.
that.
And
That's dope.
they just kept chipping away, went to overtime and won it 8-6 because you have to win by 2.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's
dude,
fucking awesome.
I mean, what a fucking game, dude. The crowd
wait
absolutely
to
lost
watch
their
that.
minds. Like, the
I would've
brothers
too.
went and hugged mid stage, and it was like so wholesome and shit. Which
I gotta watch it.
I got something to say about this. So the brother that loses, the winning brother comes over to him, grabs his arm, and starts like parading him around the stage, like, show my brother some love. And this dude just got 6-1, came back on in a
Damn,
$3
that's
million
weird.
tournament. I would be like, bro, get the fuck off of me, bro. Don't fucking parade me around the stage. Like, I want to beat your ass right now, bro.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And it
I'd be
was
like, good game, bro. I love you. Whatever.
yeah,
Just
like, just get the fuck out of my face right now.
yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a wholesome moment, but I feel like the FaZe brother was like, bro, come on. Like I don't want to be out here right now, bro. Like,
The FaZe brother.
he was down bad, bro, and I would be too. That's a tough one, bro.
Yeah,
You are within arm's
fun.
reach of $3 million prize pool, and your brother wins 7 straight rounds.
That's tough.
Yeah, man. But shout out to W7M. They won every major this year. It was a flawless season for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They're
Incredible.
them.
Yeah. So what a moment in esports in general.
Great moment.
Yeah.
Great moment.
Yeah. It was
Shout
sick.
out W7M.
Other than that, we can pick and ban and get out of here.
All right. Of course, we got our pick and ban segment here. As always, I'm gonna pick something. Dak's gonna pick something. Ban. Something that's been happening in our lives. So let's get to it. All right. So to get us started here, I'm gonna go ahead and do my pick. So my pick is Avis Rental Car. So my company got me a rental car for my trip here in Denver, and I went to Avis to get it or whatever. And he was like, "All right, I got a Hyundai Elantra for you." I was like, "Cool." And he was like, "It's electric. Are you okay with that?" And I was like, "I've never." I was like, "I assume it drives the same, but like I've never driven one, and I don't
I'm
know how
not
to
a
charge it or
pussy.
anything like that."
Like, I don't know.
I was like, "I also just don't want to." I was like, "You got anything that takes gas?" And he was like,
The
"I'm
real
just gonna go ahead and
American diesel gas.
got anything that takes diesel?" But he was like, "I'll go ahead and just upgrade you for free." And I got like a 2024 Dodge Hornet. It's like a mid-size like hybrid, and it is dope. It's got
Really?
paddle shifters, CarPlay. It's so new that like where the USB ports are, it also has the USB-C Lightning cord that you
Okay.
can plug in. That's how new it is.
Damn.
I was like, this shit is nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
But
I
yeah,
had
that's
to
my
rent
pick.
a car when I went to Virginia for a work trip when I worked at the other company in college. I got to rent a car and they gave us a Dodge Charger, bro. I
Nice.
felt powerful on the highway, bro. Nah, yeah, that showed me like the feeling, the adrenaline you get of having a monster car, it can overtake you, bro. I wasn't
Yeah.
speeding, but I could see how one would want to.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna
You
say.
saw temptation.
I saw the acceleration getting up to 70 on the highway, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this would be fun."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's still a good thing there, regardless.
Yeah. Shout out Avis. I've never used them before. I've only been an enterprise person. my whole life.
Yeah.
Or at least my
I don't
family
know.
is. Yeah.
That's what they chose.
Hell yeah. My pick, as you know, I'm a big energy drink enthusiast, as you are. And dude, these right here, C4 Ruthless Raspberry WWE. When I tell you I was cracked out of my fucking mind off this thing, dude. I don't know if it was just like because it was the only thing I had that day because it was in the morning, and I was like, I just want this energy drink, and I hadn't eaten yet, and like I was just feeling like shaky from it or what, I don't know, but I was cracked, brother. If you go watch that video that I posted on Saturday, I was in a weird, goofy, rambly mood, and it's because of this right here.
Which video was it?
The Rocket League competitive ones video.
Like this past Saturday?
Yeah, just like 2 days ago.
Oh, you already posted one though, right? Before that?
I posted 2 shorts and a video that day.
But like you already posted a one's like
video,
right?
Yeah, I had before.
Okay,
yeah.
I need to watch the most recent one then. I didn't know you posted that.
Yeah. No, in that video, bro, I was tweaking, bro. I was in a mood. I was like hyper as fuck. So and it was because of this thing. So yeah, if you like really need some caffeine, bro, I recommend this Ruthless Raspberry C4. They're nuts.
Yeah, I drank a C4 for the first time like a couple months ago when I was at work one day, and I got the Starbursts, I think, or Sour Patch, one of the two, I don't remember, and I was twisted.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely understand there. Good pick. My band is Elevation. So I'm from, as y'all know, I'm from Texas, and I'm up here in Denver. So definitely an elevation change. And when your elevation changes quickly, you know, your blood gets a little bit thinner. The drinks come a little bit more stronger. I went to the hotel bar last night, had a Moscow Mule, and was feeling great. And it caused me to live bet on some NBA, which I've never done in my life before. And ended up losing more money. So fuck Elevation.
Just throwing shit at the wall and hope it sticks. That's all.
It all starts with the elevation, right?
Yeah.
Because it got me lighter weight, and then the Mule hit a little diffy, and then I placed a bet down. Like,
yeah,
fuck Elevation.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my band.
Why'd they have to build a city mile high?
Yeah. Why did they let Russ cook? You know?
Yeah. So
these are questions that need answered.
I've never been to Colorado or anywhere above like crazy high above sea level, so I don't really know what that feels like, but it sounds interesting.
It is. It's interesting. It affects my blood sugar too. Just randomly skyrockets. Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Just once, and then like my body adjusts. But it happened last time when I was here in Breckenridge. Just like one morning, I woke up kind of high, and it just kept going up, and then like in a couple hours, it came back down. Happened this morning, my first day of training. The morning, dude, I was a zombie. I was like 300 blood sugar. Just
Jesus, just like willing yourself to get ready.
Yes, I was faking it, bro, so hard. Man, but yeah. What's your band?
Don't Be Diabetic in Denver.
Okay,
that's not my band.
No,
damn. my band is chewing sounds / doing dishes during a match in the mic. What the fuck happened in that NYSL Boston series? Wait, was it NYSL Boston? Yeah. Where
the ref
was doing dishes mid-match in their comms, bro. I'm assuming he's unemployed now.
I just saw the clip and was like, haha, that's funny. I didn't listen to it. I just assumed I know the clip because I saw the caption and just kept scrolling.
Mid-match, this dude is loudly, like, sink is on, pots, pans, banging, clanging. And
SMH.
The funniest part about the listen is Asim goes, shut the fuck up, mute. Who is that? Shut the fuck up. And then like the sync goes off and he thought that they muted, and then you just hear pots and pans clanging and shit, and he just goes, what the fuck?
That's what I need to see that. I didn't know that. It was listening,
so funny,
bro.
bro.
I need to see that.
Yeah. So and the CDL crew fucked up like the graphics, so it said Optic Texas versus LA Thieves, and it was like NYSL versus Boston's Cams, but it had like Shotzi and all their names on it.
Gosh damn it.
It's the most cursed clip I've seen from the CDL ever.
I need to see
like, the names are wrong. There's a ref doing dishes in the background. Like, it's hilarious. But I paired that with chewing sounds because these are just things that you don't want to hear while gaming. And
True.
I don't know why, like recently just in Discord and in game chat, motherfuckers have been chewing on the fucking mic,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right.
And
You're
I'm like,
right.
dude, it
And at
just
least it'll be garden.
it makes my skin crawl, bro. I hate
No, I
listening to
hate it
people
too.
chew, bro.
I was
So get
I
that
always
shit out
flip
of
my
my ear.
mic up.
Yeah, bro.
I try
And
to at
if I
least.
like I try to avoid it, but some people like if you come in here with some AirPods and you're chewing, bro, it's horrendous. It's like bad, bro.
At Elliot.
Yeah, so no more chewing in the mic, no more doing dishes on the mic. And I hope there is no more doing dishes on the mic because that dude probably shouldn't be a
He's
ref
probably
anymore.
fired.
Yeah.
That was bad. But nonetheless, another great episode from the boys. I gotta say, it was a good one, even from the mobile phone.
Yep.
Before we wrap it up, anything to add, sir?
Nah, thanks for joining, dude. I was about to just ramble.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that does it for episode 15 of the Next Wave podcast. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy. But we'll see you in the next episode. Deuces.